Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about Form 5329, additional taxes on qualified plans including IRS, other tax favored accounts. We use the Form 5329 to report additional taxes on IRS, other qualified retirement plans, modified endowment contracts, covered DEL, ESS, qualified tuition program, Archer MSA or HSS. In the most cases, the only way to receive the proper tax treatment for your income, including income you receive as a distribution from your retirement plan or education savings account (ESA), is by filing the proper forms. In fact, failure to file the appropriate form could result in paying more taxes than you owe or owing to IRS, an excise penalty for which you are exempted. Form 5329 entitled Additional Taxes on Qualified Retirement Plans including IRS and other tax-favored accounts is filed when an individual with a retirement plan or ESA need to indicate whether they owe the IRS the 10% early distribution or another penalty. Now the next question arrives. Who can file Form 5329 and the other tax-favored accounts? The following are transactions that may require the filing of Form 5329. Early distribution. An individual who receives a distribution from their retirement account before reaching age 59 and a half owes the IRS an early distribution penalty additional tax of 10% of the distributed amount unless an exception applies. Generally, the issuer, the IRA or ESA custodian or qualified plan administrators will indicate on Form 1099-R used for qualified plans or IRS or Form 1099-Q used for education saving accounts and 529 plans whether the distributed amount is exempt from the early distribution penalty. If an exception to the early distribution penalty applies, the issuer should note in box 7 of the 1099-R. Sometimes, for various reasons, the issuer may not make the proper indication on the form. Say, for instance, an individual receives distributions via a substantially equal periodic payment (ACPP) program for the IRA. However, instead of using code 2 in box 7 of Form 10099-R, the issuer used code 1, which means that no exception applies. This could lead to the IRS to believe the amount reported on Form 10099 is not part of the ACPP, a substantially equal periodic payment. Consequently, it appears that the individual has violated the ACPP program and now owes the IRS penalties plus interest on all past distribution that occurred as a part of the ACPP. Fortunately, the individual is able to rectify this error by filing Form 5329. The following are some of the other circumstances that require the individual taxpayer to file Form 5329. The individual receives a distribution from the retirement plan that meets an exception to the early distribution penalty, but the exception is not indicated on Form 10099-R. The individual must complete Part 1 of the Form 5329. The individual receives a distribution from their retirement account that does not meet any exception to the penalty. However, the issuer mistakenly indicates that an exception applies. The individual must complete Part 1 of the Form 5329. The individual receives a distribution from an education saving account (ESA). However, the amount was not used for eligible education expenses, and the individual does not meet an exception to the early distribution penalty. The individual should complete Part 2 of the Form 5329. Now, special considerations when filing Form 5329. Early withdrawals and the CARES Act. The passage of Coronavirus Aid, Relief, Economic Security, CARES Act in March 2020 allowed for early withdrawal from 401k plan and individual retirement accounts (IRA) penalty free. These hardship withdrawals could be taken if the account holder was affected by COVID-19 pandemic. The amount that could be withdrawn penalty free was up to $100,000. However, the early withdrawal penalties back in 2021 and the income on withdrawals will count as income for the 2021 tax year. Excess contribution penalty. An individual may contribute the lesser of 100% of eligible compensation or $6,000, $7,000 if at least age 50 by year end, to an IRA for both 2020 and 2021. For ESS, the contribution is limited to $200,000 per year for each beneficiary ESA owner. ESA means Education Savings Account. Contributions in excess of these amounts must be removed from the account by tax filing deadline plus extensions for IRAs and by June 1 of the following year of ESS. An amount not removed by this deadline may be subject to a 6% excise tax for each year the excess amount remains in the account. The applicable section of Form 5329 is determined by the type of account. For the traditional IRA, Part 3 should be completed. For Roth IRA, Part 4 and for ESS, Part 5 should be completed. The 6% excise tax may also apply to ineligible rollovers, ineligible transfers and excess ACP contributions unless they are corrected in a timely manner. Guys, have a look on Form 5329. This is a 2-page form and it consists of 9 parts. So it's a lengthy form and it's very important and difficult form. Part 1 is about additional tax on early distribution. Part 2 additional tax on certain distributions from education account and ABLE accounts like ESA, Education Saving Account, QTP, Qualified Tuition Program. Part 3 additional tax on excess contribution to traditional IRAs. Part 4 additional tax on excess contributions to Roth IRA. Part 5 additional tax on excess contribution to Coverdell ESS. Part 6 additional tax on excess contribution to another MSA. Additional tax on excess contribution on health saving accounts. Part 8 additional tax on excess contribution to an ABLE account. Part 9 additional tax on excess accumulation in qualified retirement plans including IRAs. So guys, there is another important topic, excess accumulation penalty. A retirement account owner must begin taking required minimum distribution or RMD amounts from his or her retirement account by the required beginning date and for every subsequent year. Starting in 2020, the latest age for RMD is 72 years old. Prior to 2020, it was 70 and a half years old. The return must then withdraw the RMD amount each subsequent year based on the current RMD calculation. Failure to remove the RMD amount will result in the individual owing the IRS an excess accumulation penalty, which is 50% of the amount needed to meet the RMD requirement. For example, if you RMD from your traditional IRA is $5,000 for the year and you distribute only $2,000 by the deadline, you will owe IRS a $1,500 excess accumulated penalty, which is 50% of the $3,000 you fail to distribute. You must then complete Part 9 of the Form 5329. This part to declare the penalty. This rule applies to traditional ACP and simple IRS, qualified plan, 403B plans and eligible 457 plans. According to the instructions for filing Form 5329, the IRS may waive their tax for individuals who can show that the shortfall was due to reasonable error and that they are taking appropriate steps to remedy the shortfall. If you believe you guilty to qualify for this relief, consult your tax professional for assistance with the requesting the waiver from the IRS. Paying penalties and filing forms. Your IRA custodian or plan trustee is unable to pay the penalty on your behalf. Therefore, when submitting a distribution request, you should elect to have amounts withheld only for federal and state tax, if applicable. Penalties must be paid directly to the IRS and are usually included on your tax return or applicable tax forms. These forms must be filed by the individual's due date for the filing their tax return, including extensions. If the form is being filed for a previous tax year, the form applicable to the tax year should be used. Failure to use the form for the applicable tax year may result in the penalty being applied to the wrong year. The proper completion and filing of all applicable forms are an important part of the tax filing process. Individuals should consult with their tax professionals for assistance with completing and filing the appropriate forms. The bottom line of the Form 5329 is you do not want to pay IRS more taxes and penalties you owe, nor do you want the IRS to determine that you failed to pay penalties, which means you will have to pay interest on your amount you owe. Understanding when you need to file Form 5329 is a critical step to ensure that you meet the tax obligation correctly. Be sure to read the instruction and contact your tax professional with any question you have about filing the form. So guys, let's have a look of 5329 on our software Drake. This is a general segment. So this is Form 5329 additional taxes on IRA and MSA. Guys, you can see there are total 9 parts as we have seen in the form, also the same in the software as well. So you have to provide the information what you have and why you want to flow Form 5329 in your tax return. Okay, for part 2, use educational label accounts. If I report $500 not subject to tax. Let's have a look. Showing 5329 additional tax on qualified plan. See, distribution that are not subject to additional tax, $500. So guys, you have to report all the information you have so that you don't pay more taxes or penalty and interest in your tax return. Be very careful. So basically the Form 5329 is used to report additional taxes on IRAs, other qualified retirement plans, modified endowment contracts, Coverdell ESA, QTP, qualified tuition program, Archer MSA or HSA. An early distribution who receive a distribution from the retirement account before reaching age 59 and a half owes the IRA an early distribution penalty, additional tax of 10% of the distribution amount unless an exception applies. Generally, the issuer, the IRA or ESA custodian or qualified plan administrator will indicate on Form 1099R used for qualified plans and IRAs, Form 1099Q used for education savings account and 529 plans, whether the distributed amount is exempt from the early distribution penalty. If an exception to the early distribution penalty applies, the issuer should note in box 7 of the Form 1099R. Sometimes, for various reasons, the issuer may not make the proper indication on the form. Say, for instance, an individual received distributions via substantially equal periodic payment ACPP program from the IRA. However, instead of using code 2 in the box 7 of the Form 1099, the issuer used code 1, which means that no exception applies. This could lead to the IRS to believe the amount reported on Form 1099 is not part of the ACPP. Also, I have one question like how much of an early distribution can I take from my IRA without having to pay 10% penalty? The answer, unless you qualify for a retirement plan and early distribution penalty exception, you must pay 10% additional tax on IRA amount you withdraw before age 59 and a half. So the bottom line of the form is that you don't want to pay higher taxes and penalties that you owe. So be very careful while filling up the Form 15329 I believe you have understood